Okay, so here's segment 38. I ended up redoing this segment again, mainly because I realized I made a little bit of a mistake in what I thought needed to be done. So, this ended up taking 120 attempts total, and that includes my experimentation trying to find out. So, with this dive at the beginning, I decided if I get it in two, I'm fine with that. It would have been nice to get it in one, but, whatever. I'll take two. um, so the run-up is the same, but then at the end, instead of waiting for like certain areas of the floor to load, you can actually fall straight down to the floor that I want to be at. But it is a pretty small window to pause, and it was kind of difficult to find a really good visual cue to know when to pause. So there's like this white sheet that's angled down and then it angles up right now, and as soon as it goes up, that's when you hit pause, and then you wait for the area to load. And then for these past bunch of attempts, I tried to unload at the right time. As you could see that area load, and I unpaused it at like the perfect time. So as soon as you get past that area, after you fall, if you hug the left wall over a certain spot, it prevents the first area, or the first group of grubs from spawning. So there's only 3 that you have to deal with. So that's the end of that segment. So now the Corpser. This only took 7 attempts because, well, I mean, it's just the Corpser. It's mostly running. So those 7 attempts were spent trying to figure out when I can shoot it to make it back up. So, shoot it immediately, get into its legs. If you stand by its legs right at the beginning, typically it will kill you if you're too close. So you have to be careful doing that. But anyway, after it takes like 5 steps back, you can shoot it, then 5 steps back, shoot it again. After the 3rd step, you can shoot the buckles to make it fall. So that was that, and yeah. Not much more to say about the Corpser, it's just running. Oh, so during this cutscene, at some point, I'm not entirely certain when, but you can actually move. I know on co-op, when me and Yokai did our co-op run, there's one spot where I could actually see myself for a second, and I would dive to the right. And I think it was right before this scene is when I was able to dive, but I think it's during, before, or at the end of, I'm not too sure where. But someplace I can move to the right, and I'm a lot further to the right than where I should be. So, that saved a little bit of time. Well, I mean, that's it for this segment. I'm gonna shut up now, and I'll be back once I approach the pumping station.
Whoa, look at all that juice.
Hey, Marcus. How much do you think all that emulsion's worth?
I don't think I can count that high.
Finally, there it is.
Okay, here's a plan. Dom, we're going straight in. Cole, Baird, you 2 flank right and provide support. Above all, protect that resonator. You got it?
Got it.
You got it.
You hear that? How's that sound?
It's just the wind.
Yeah, right. When's the last time the wind said hostiles to you?
Okay, so here's the pumping station. I want to improve this, but I don't know if it'll be possible. So first off, random where these grubs end up. So I take him out. I timed this grenade throw, and I think I threw it like a hair late. Yeah. And so it didn't kill that guy, so it really should have killed him as well. So that wastes like a second or two. And most of these Therons take 2 Gnasher Blasts to take out, but I managed to take out quite a number of them in 1. And that saves, you know, a good amount of time. I make sure I take him out because he's always crouching there and I can never see him. Alright, so I wasted a couple seconds throwing that grenade, which I'm not really happy about, because that does waste a little bit of time. And then this final grub ended up a little bit further down this way than I wanted him to be. But it wasn't too bad, because I wanted to pick up an ammo crate before I left. But all in all, the fight wasn't too bad. I got the majority of them down in 1 Gnasher, so that does save a bit of time. I don't know. I'm thinking if, like, perfectly optimized, you can get maybe 5 seconds off of that, which is quite a bit. So, I don't know. I might redo it. I haven't started working on the next segment yet, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break for like a day or two and think about that. So the rest of this is just cutscene skips and loading screens. Seriously, there's like 30 seconds or so of it. It's kind of ridiculous. And there's also a pointless checkpoint. I'll go ahead and point that out, and that'll be the last thing I do for this. But it's when the Raven is landing. Right here. You get a checkpoint. For no good reason. Alright, anyway, that's the end of Act 3.